Oh, okay. I think it's working. Teddy, it should be good.
Experienced some technical difficulties that couldn't allow us to get the microphone working for the first part of the match, but we are with you now providing commentary. I'm Teddy Harless, and welcome to Old Abes TV, covering the matchup here between the Menomonie Mustangs and the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes on senior night. Match got rescheduled due to the tornado, but we are here now to celebrate these seniors. One such senior, Ali Levick, trying to get something going. Gets that shot in, but they'll call the foul on Levick. Score here at this point in time is 4-0. The Old Abes out in a commanding lead due to a goal from Kling, a goal from Burkholz, a goal from Gunderson, and a goal from Elise Thomas. Old Abes have really been in control this entire match, keeping the pressure on the Mustangs, and have really been doing an excellent job at placing pressure on this Mustangs defense, keeping it on their half of the field, and really not letting them get anything going on their offensive attack. That one will go out of bounds.
Elise Thomas comes in for the Old Abe.
And two players for the Mustangs, number 15, Olivia Menzer, and 18, Marie Sumter.
Throwing opportunity here for the Mustangs. Hudson able to get the tackle there. Roberts tries to send one out to Levick. Levick gets it, trying to get past the defender. Sends this one to Roberts in the center. Roberts tries to get a shot off. It'll be blocked by the defense. Menomonie trying to get something going here. Levick sends it to Thomas. Thomas will put a shot up, but it will be corralled by the keeper, Duran. That one will roll all the way back towards Schroeder. Schroeder sends it to Viergoots, who sends a pass, trying to get it to Levick, a little bit too far. Menomonie defender goes down. The refs will let it play on. Thomas with it now. Sends that one a little bit high through the uprights.
Home bench. On the east side of the field, that would be great to expedite our celebration.
Coming up this halftime will be The senior will be a senior night recognition of all the senior players for this girls varsity soccer squad. Levick with it now. Sends that one to Gibson. That one will go out of bounds. Levick has it now. Menomonie defense able to get a hold of that one. Bosnief now fighting for possession. Old Abe's able to get it away from her. Robert sends that one up ahead towards Elise Thomas. Thomas tries to get that one to Bradle. A little too far on that though, as it'll go out of bounds. Throwing for the Mustangs. That one will go out of bounds again. Another throw-in for the Mustangs.
One minute remaining in the first half.
1 minute remaining in the first half. Old Abe still up 4-0. Menomonie Mustangs desperately looking for a goal before the end of this half, as they need something to go right for them. Old Abe's looking in excellent position going into the half right now. 30 seconds remaining. Old Abe's with a bit of an opportunity now. Thomas tries to get this one off to Levick. Levick sends it to Gunderson. Gunderson sends that one towards the goal. Little bit too far on that one. Clock winding down. This going, the score going into halftime is 4-0 in the favor of your Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes. They've looked in control of this game so far. Stay tuned during halftime. We've got a special senior recognition for senior night, and after that we have the second half of Old Abe Soccer. You're watching Old Abes TV, where it is always a great day to be an Old Abe.
We're playing this season for the girls varsity program. We'll be announcing each player as a senior and their number in numerical order and their parents. And a quick insight into their plans after high school. We will start with player number 0, Ashlyn Schroeder. Ashlyn is joined by her parents, Pam and Brian. Ashlyn plans to attend Southwest Minnesota State University to play volleyball, and she is currently undecided in her major. Ashlyn is proud of the earning 11 varsity letters, playing 3 sports, working 3 jobs, and yet maintaining a 4.0 GPA here at Menomonie. She would like to thank her family for putting up with traveling all over the world for her, and especially for her mom for always being her biggest supporter. Big congratulations, Ashlyn. We wish you many years of continued academic and athletic support for success. Sorry. And now we have player number 4 joined. It's Sadie Berneke, and she is joined by Mark and Ty Berneke. Sadie plans to attend the Carlson School of Management at the University of Minnesota. Would ask how long, or would ask who she would like to thank. Sadie responded. I would like to thank God for everything and for giving me all the amazing people around me, including my family, my soccer family, and my friends. Sadie, we wish you nothing but the best in the years to come. And a nice speech last night. Player number 7, Evelyn Vergoose, is joined by Tammy, Jeff, and her brother Hunt. Evelyn will be attending Drake University, where she will be running on their cross-country and track team. Evelyn's proudest accomplishment is going to the girls' soccer sectional final her sophomore year, playing for Memorial. She would like to thank her family and friends for continuously pushing her and supporting her through her chaotic journey. Adeline, good luck to you next year at Drake. We will be cheering you on as you work hard at class. Run fast on the trails and race on the track. Next we have number 8, Kate Roberts. Kate's joined by her parents, Jennifer and Patrick. Kate will be attending the University of Minnesota, where she will be studying biology. Kate's proudest accomplishment is qualifying for her state hockey tournament her senior year. When asked, who would she like to thank, Kate responded, "Firstly, I would like to thank my family for everything. I would not be anything without the support and love of my family." Kate, big congratulations to you as you are on your way to doing big things in the future. Next we have number 13, Charlotte Williams. Charlotte Williams will be attending St. Pat's University and playing on the soccer team there. Her plan is to major in biology with the hope of becoming a doctor in the future. Charlotte's proudest accomplishment is representing St. Croix Academy for the past 6 years at various events and becoming one of the best teams in the country. Charlotte says, "I can't thank my parents and sibling enough for the sacrifice they have made to allow me to follow my love for the game." Charlotte, we have no doubt you are on your way to great things both academically and on the pitch for St. Cat. Player number 14, Allie Levin. Allie is joined by Jenny and Chris. Allie will be attending UW Stout and studying mechanical engineering and continuing to play soccer as a Blue Devil. When asked who she would like to thank, Allie responded, I would like to thank all of my friends, family, and coaches, and more specifically my parents, as they have made me all I am today and put a lot of effort to get me where I am today. Allie, we wish you so much success in the classroom and on the pitch down the road over at UW Stout. Player Allie Hudson, wearing number 18, is joined by her parent Molly. Allie will be attending Carroll University to study exercise science. Her proudest accomplishments are going into sectional finals as a sophomore and maintaining another 4.0 GPA at Memorial High. When asked who would you like to thank, Ellie said, I would like to thank my family, friends, and coaches that they have shaped the player that I am today, and they support and all the support that they have given me. Hey, congratulations, and the best to you, Ellie, on all of your current and future success. Our final senior this year, number 20, Amy Toole. Amy is joined by Genevieve and Aaron. Amy will be attending Salem State University, where she will continue to play ice hockey. When asked who she would like to thank, Amy responded, I would like to thank my mom and my dad for always supporting me in both my sports and putting up with all the craziness that came with them. Amy, your future looks bright, both in the classroom and in the ring. Hey, congratulations. Let us have one final round of applause for our 8 seniors this year. It's been a fun ride. We'll be in the second half going in just a few moments.
Welcome back, Memorial Soccer fans. The Old Abes right now gearing up for the second half as they get possession here right off the bat. Sending one deep downfield, but it'll get intercepted by the Mustangs defense. Gunderson now trying to catch up with this one before it goes out of bounds. Sends the cross over. Burkholz tries to get it to go, but isn't able to get it. Toutant now with some space. Sends it back to Gunderson. Gunderson cross to Burkholz. Burkholz gets a touch towards the net, but it'll be corralled by Duran. Some good plays by the Old Abes team. Not quite able to get it to go in.
We'd like to inform the audience that the Old Abes have made a change in goal play.
Toutant with it now. Sends that one towards Sheehan. It'll get intercepted though by Bast. Old Abes get the throw in off to Bradle, but Menomonie's defense able to get in pretty quickly. Sheehan sends one out to Veergoots. Veergoots. That one will go out of bounds here. Joining.
To look up stats.
Okay. Goal kick opportunity now for the Mustangs. That one will end up making its way to Alexander and end up going out of bounds on the Mustangs. Throw in here for the Old Abes. Sheehan with it now. Gets it off to Bradle. Bradle gets tackled by a Menomonie defender. Old Abe's attack trying to get something going here. Mustangs trying to get it away from them. Able to, at least temporarily, but the Old Abes get another attack going just as fast. Toutant tries to send that one to Gunderson. It'll be too far though and go out of bounds. Goal kick opportunity here for the Mustangs now. Old Abe's trying to get an attack going. Menomonie also trying to get their attack going. That pass will get intercepted by Tool, who sends it back to Toutant. Toutant now, a nice pass to Gunderson, maybe a bit too far. And it is a bit too far, as Gunderson not quite able to track it down as it's going out of bounds. The Menomonie Mustangs now, with a goal kick, send it to Sheehan. Gibson on the throw-in, gets it to Sheehan. That one will be sent out of bounds by the Mustangs. Old Abe's on the throw-in now. Bradle with it now. That'll be sent out by the Mustangs out the back line. Corner kick now for the Old Abes. Gunderson on the corner kick. Gets good placement on it. Old Abe's not quite able to get a shot off of the corner. Taking possession now. Trying to get it past the Menomonie defense. Gunderson with it now. Can't get it to go. That one will go out past the back line and will be a goal kick for the Mustangs. Elizabeth Duran. Pardon me, it will be Beasley on the goal kick. Tool gets that one and sends it to Gibson. Old Abe's passing it around a bit. Toutant with it now. Finds Gunderson. Gunderson trying to get a pass to Burkholz, but it will be picked up by Duran.
I know Kale.
That one will go out the back of the end zone. Corner kick here for the Old Abes.
Looks like
Ferguson will be doing the corner kick here for the Old Abes.
Oh, that looks good. That looks good.
That good positioning. The Mustangs defense, however, able to do a good job sending that one away from the reach of any Old Abes attackers. But it will be another corner kick opportunity here for Ferguson, who sends it back quickly. Another good, well-positioned corner kick. Levick gets it now. Decides to reset the offensive attack. Tool with it now. Sends one towards the net and goal! Amy Toole. A fantastic shot. A senior to senior goal right there on senior night. Levick to Toole, who had a fantastic shot over the Mustangs goalkeeper, Elizabeth Duran, and puts the Old Abes up 5-0 with 51 minutes and 20 seconds gone in the game. Old Abes in a commanding lead. Mustangs now on the throw-in. Old Abe's defense sends that one backwards. Another throw-in opportunity for the Mustangs, a little bit further back this time. Mustangs get the throw-in off, but Toole, quick with the tackle, will send it out of bounds again. Another throw-in here for the Mustangs.
We can probably transition away from the play-by-play now. This game is over.
The Mustangs trying to make a push here that they desperately need. It may be too little too late, though, as the Old Abes in commanding lead of this game. And the Old Abes look like they might clear this. And Kling's got some space here. Sends that to Levick. Levick gets a pass over to Ferguson. Ferguson just off the mark. A good looking opportunity, just not able to get the shot on target. Old Abes with a 5-0 lead in this game with 53 minutes gone. Likely feeling pretty good about where they are.
Coming in for the Mustangs.
And likely to be looking ahead at the sectional matchups now. And these playoff matchups is the Old Abes. In the first round, they will be playing crosstown rival Eau Claire North at Eau Claire Memorial Stadium. That should be an exciting crosstown showdown match going into the playoffs. Joining me now to talk about that a little bit more, Charles Strayer. What are you looking forward to most in that Memorial North crosstown match?
So I think this game is just really a microcosm of all of the best parts of the Old Abe's home play here so far this season. They're undefeated at home, and really it speaks to an excellent team effort all around. We've got a very well-rounded squad, and we saw similar levels of domination against the Huskies when we played them here at Eau Claire Memorial. This is exactly the kind of matchup you want as the 1 seed. We've done the legwork to get the matchup we want, and there's no better way to start strong than taking down the crosstown rival one more time. So this is a team that'll come into the match motivated, and I think that's going to propel them into the next round with a dominant win under their belt, if I were to predict.
Yeah, and barring any miracles in the remainder of this game, this is exactly how you want to go into these playoffs here. The Old Abes, with a nice momentum builder, able to get up 5-0 as of right now. Potential to score more, or potential that Menomonie gets one off before the end of this matchup. They're looking good going into this playoffs. Have a bit of a hot streak going right now after this dominant victory, a victory against a tough opponent in the Hudson Raiders too, actually, and they're just looking good going into this playoffs, and they've looked good all season, and it should be an exciting playoffs. I'm really excited to see how far these girls can go.
Yeah, same here. And you look at the Mustangs, which not a conference heavyweight this season by any means, but just the fact that they've stayed with it. This is a game that has been rescheduled, that has had a bit of trouble here, and this is coming off of senior graduation, senior day, right after all of the festivities for the graduation for Eau Claire Memorial. So this team just staying disciplined, not letting this become something of a trap game to kind of dispel any momentum that could be carried into the playoffs. They're doing their job here, and you really can't tell that there's anything amiss. And that's because this team, again, they play disciplined, and that helps them come across in matchups both against conference heavyweights and against teams in matchups where they're favored.
And I'll tell you what, too, that I as well graduated, and I saw a lot of these players at the all-night grad party last night, and I'm tired, and all I'm doing is talking into a microphone today. I'm feeling it a bit. The fact that these players came out here and played so well after that all-night grad party, being up till 4 a.m. in the morning, just playing a fantastic game of soccer. It's something you love to see, the resilience of these players. And it's something that they'll look to build upon going into these playoff matchups and that first playoff game against North.
Absolutely. We've got a really dedicated core of seniors this year, and it's really helped, particularly on that defensive end, to really shore up this team. A lot of young talent coming up. These future seasons should be a lot of fun to watch, with Ferguson, Kling, and all of those players still sticking around after this season's conclusion. But these seniors have definitely made a mark on the program for the better.
Yeah, for sure. These seniors have definitely made a big mark on this program, and this is a night all about them. It's senior night. They've all played phenomenally and made big contributions to this team. Looking ahead at the schedule, the first regional matchup is Tuesday, June 3rd. You'll be able to watch that here on Old Abe's TV. And then if we are to win that, we will play again on Saturday, June 7th, against either the Stevens Point Panthers or the DC Everest Evergreens.
Yeah, so some Wisconsin Valley opponents to look forward to should we come in and beat the Huskies for the second time this season. And DC Everest, that's a team that we saw in the tournament here at Memorial Stadium a little under a month ago, and we were looking really solid against them. We were in very good shape and took them down to size. So that's a very good thing to look forward to. I don't believe we've played the Panthers yet this season, but we so far have been undefeated against Wisconsin Valley opponents.
Yeah, the Old Abes, I feel like, are looking good to make a deep push into this playoffs. We've beat a lot of the teams we're likely to see in these playoffs, and we just have looked so good all season, and with us securing the number 1 seed, we'll have home field for a lot of these playoff matches up until, I believe, the sectional championship, which will be hosted at DC Everest Middle School. But the Old Abes with home field advantage and with the amazing season they've had, I think are poised to make a very deep run into these playoffs.
Absolutely, and last year didn't quite have this good of a record, but you could see the foundation was there. This class of 2025, very tenacious, even though the record was more about 500 and we had to kind of claw our way into those regional rounds. We definitely had all the pieces in place now with a shot in the arm like Nora Kling and all of the seniors definitely playing their best soccer. This team has come to life in a big way, and it's just been a whole new unit really on the record books, but not so much in terms of spirit. They've definitely had this tenacious energy, and credit to the coaching where it's due. This is a very nice team we've assembled this season.
Yeah, for sure. And like you said, Nora Kling, been an excellent freshman addition to this team. She's done an amazing job from the forward position, has scored a lot of goals. And like you mentioned, the seniors for this team have been performing amazing as well, especially that back defensive line that is made up of largely seniors, I think entirely seniors actually.
Yes.
With players like Sadie Bernicke, Allie Levick, Ellie Hudson, Amy Toole, and Ashlyn Schroeder rounding it out as the goalkeeper. They've done a really good job to prevent a lot of scoring from really most of the teams. We haven't seen a match where I think we haven't seen any team score more than 2 goals against us, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe so. Our only loss, I believe we fell 2-0 to Kettle Moraine. Kettle Moraine, in another section here, a very high caliber opponent.
I think that one might have been 1-0, but still.
Yeah, you might be right on that.
Still, same general idea. We've been able to hold up well defensively and prevent a lot of high scoring from opponents, and it's really just been a lot of credit to this defensive line. They do a good job of whenever it gets back to them, sending it back quickly to the other side of the field. And we've seen them play phenomenally.
Yeah, there are a lot of games, particularly here with a home crowd, that we'll see there's not a lot of crossing of midfield, and if there is, they don't get very far. Typically, it's the Old Abes being the aggressors, that offense doing its job, chipping away, putting up a lot of shots, and all of the attempts for the opponent's offense to push down the field and kind of even the odds where momentum is concerned. A lot of those attempts are getting stymied before they can really develop. We don't see a lot of breakaway goals. We don't see any of that where the line is getting bested, and it speaks to a very disciplined outfit.
Yeah, and that's discipline from both the offensive attack, which is very controlled, very measured, very aggressive too, while being both of those things. And it also boils down a lot to the defensive front, which whenever it does seem to be going their way, will just quickly send it back. And a lot of that is due to great players and also some strong legs by some of our defensive players. Amy Toole, she can really boot it. Ashlyn Schroeder from the goalie position can really boot it. She even was able to get an assist earlier in this season. But yeah, whenever it goes onto our side of the field, we can pretty quickly turn it around to the opponent's side of the field just in one kick in many scenarios.
Yeah, it's really important not to overlook the importance of being able to clear it effectively. The consistency we see on that side of things really helps flip the field in many circumstances where we get the opponent gets a bit dangerous, starts getting their ball movement down, but then a timely tackle and clear is able to kind of turn it all on its head and dissuade the opponent from getting much in terms of headway. And down the stretch here in the regional and sectional rounds, should we advance that far, it's going to come down to that war of attrition. Who's going to be able to give their offense the best opportunities? Who's going to prevent the other team from getting opportune shots?
And in a scenario where you can't prevent the other team from getting opportune shots, how well can you do to save those shots, which is something we've seen from Ashlyn Schroeder. Not in all of these matchups. A lot of the times she's not seeing a lot of action, but in the ones she does, she still is able to perform excellent, especially those matchups against Hudson. She was getting a lot of shots thrown her way, but she was able to perform excellent and prevent very many scores from the Hudson Raiders at all, and save it with some phenomenal saves. Only allowed one in that second match against Hudson. Didn't allow any, if I'm not mistaken, in that first match.
Yep, that's correct.
She played phenomenal, even under what was a lot of pressure from the Hudson Raiders. And both teams' offenses and defenses played well, but if I really had to point out a differentiating factor in those Hudson games, it would be the goalkeeping. And with Hudson being a team that we're likely to see in the playoffs, it was good to see that we could come away with not just one, but 2 victories against the Hudson Raiders, including one where we fell behind. We were down at halftime, but we were able to stay level-headed, focused, and corral the troops for a second half comeback.
Yeah, and Hudson's sitting at number 2 in the regional seeding. In all likelihood, that will be our opponent for that sectional semifinal round. And that's, speaking of BRC rematches, starting off with the Huskies guaranteed, that is going to be an exciting rivalry game. And the Raiders will certainly be looking to dish out a little bit of due revenge. They will be heading back to Memorial Stadium. And those games, while like you said, the goalkeeping really setting us apart, and that 3-0 win in the heat at Hudson, those were close games fought tooth and nail. Hudson will not bend just because we were able to defeat them the first 2 times. Looking forward to a really exciting matchup there happening on the 12th if both teams are able to win the regional rounds. And yeah, the Raiders with a really well-rounded program with prominent standing here in the BRC. However, when the chips were down with Memorial, they had that draw against River Falls where they had that 2-0 lead, ended up finishing with a draw 2-2. They needed to beat the Raiders, needed to beat them twice to secure that number 1 spot in earnest, and that is precisely what we did. Now Hudson having to take down Chippewa Falls and either Rapids Lincoln or Wausau West on their way to the sectional semifinal round. Games that I would say are very winnable for them. Burkholz driving in there, nearly securing a second goal, deterred at the last second. 68 minutes into this one, the Abes still up 5-0.
But yeah, that should be an exciting rematch for the Old Abes. It seemed as if they've had their Hudson's number in the regular season, but it'll be interesting to see what sort of new strategies Hudson comes with for that postseason matchup, and if they can maybe flip the series, or if the Old Abes can continue to hold strong against the Hudson Raiders.
Yeah, and I mean, those were some dynamic matchups we had the pleasure of witnessing here in the regular season. The conditions, very different both times. We were able to beat the Raiders in the heat, one of the hottest days of the year so far, at Hudson, and then in miserable rainy conditions here at Memorial Stadium.
Old Abe's able to score another goal to put them up 6-0 in this game.
68-41 into this one, and the Old Abes notch another.
that assist by 12? Catch that?
Burkholtz notching a goal and an assist on the night. And Lydia Palmier, the junior, notching that one for the Old Abes. And the Abes certainly not trying to run up the score at this juncture, but definitely keeping the aggression on. This team never really likes to be dormant in a game. Even in control, they play a very sportsmanlike game, but never really take the foot off the gas. And that's what you love about a winning program, and that's the sort of thing you want to see out of a state caliber contender, is that ability to persevere and then just showing off the depth a little bit as well. Burkholtz really coming out of the woodwork here, has had a nice season so far.
Yeah, for sure. She's played well this whole season, especially in this match with a goal and an assist. But really all season she's been playing well, coming off the bench for the Old Abes. We've got a lot of depth on this roster, and you see that right now with very few starters in for the Old Abes at this point in time in the matchup. Still very clearly in control of this game, up 6-0 with 70 minutes gone.
And how about a commemoration for Memorial Stadium? This is the first complete season that we'll have ever had here on the turf, field brand new. And the Old Abes currently on their way to an undefeated record. They're going to have to fight hard for some playoff games here at Memorial Stadium, but so far they have defended their new turf very well.
Yeah, currently undefeated at Memorial Stadium, like you said. It's been excellent to watch them here all season. Getting some good seats up here in the press box. It's been fun to watch them. They've played phenomenally, and it'll be exciting to see what they can do in these playoffs.
Yeah, no, there is just tremendous potential here. Securing the number 1 seed in the region in earnest, and well on their way to breaking into those sectional rounds. It's important not to get ahead of yourself, though, if you're looking at it like it's very easy to kind of get lost in the possibilities coming in. But ultimately, what we want to see is just a strong start against the Huskies. And against Eau Claire North, it's really no holds barred, no matter the record for either opponent. There's always an excellent turnout. It's always a big event when the Huskies and Old Abes go toe-to-toe. So it'll be very important to continue to play like the team that we know we can beat. The Huskies will be looking for a big upset, so they will definitely be bringing their best game.
Yeah, for sure. It's important that when you get into the playoffs, you just take it one game at a time. And it looks like now Ashlyn Schroeder coming in at the forward position. She normally plays goalie, getting a shot here to play in the forward.
Man, senior day, why not?
Yeah, senior day with a 6-0 lead, why not? See if you can get Ashlyn Schroeder not just an assist on the season, but perhaps a goal.
Now that would be fun to see here. Currently taking position on the wing at the far side.
But yeah, like we were saying, you really just in the playoffs, you really just want to take it one game at a time. Schroeder out in front now. Sends across towards the middle. Two-Ton with it now.
It's the collision, and that one will go straight to the keeper.
A good save there by Duran.
Yeah, Brittle to Two-Ton there. Two-Ton doing a nice job to get inside the box, get a good position for the shot. The keeper there undeterred. And that's not much on the shot. It'll go straight to her. In the
Schroeder
direction
out
of
in front
Schroeder once
again.
again, and that one will be a little too far ahead of the defense. Offside's called on the Old Abes. 73.5 gone here. The Abes ticking down the minutes. Or rather, up, you know. Being soccer and all.
Mustangs now trying to chase that one down, but Tool will be able to get it. But yeah, the Old Abes right now, and definitely in control of this game. And definitely coming off an amazing season. Toutant now with some space. Crosses that one to Schroeder. Saved by Duran, though.
And then Ferguson trying to get the chip in there on the second effort. That one will be deflected by the Menomonie defense. And a real near miss. Everybody in this home crowd vouching for Schroeder here.
Yeah, everybody wants to see the goalkeeper who has done so well for us all season be able to notch a goal of her own rather than just preventing ones of the other team.
Trying to get her second assist here with a corner. Looks good. Ferguson can't make good on the header. And that one will be sent out to the near side.
Yeah, good placement on that corner, just not quite able to get the header there to go in. Old Abe's now on the attack.
And they have definitely been on the attack all game long. Just if you look at the stat line here, that is 21 shots the Old Abes are up to, as opposed to the solitary shot that was saved by Schroeder in the first half. And yeah, the Mustangs just completely under fire in this one. 16 saves,
Tool
and 6
sends one
goals allowed.
deep to Schroeder. Schroeder with a little bit of space now tries to cross that one to the middle.
Can't connect with Bradle there as the Old Abe still on the attack. Kind of dialing up the aggression here. They definitely want to get Schroeder in on this one. Toutant will take it back over to Gibson. Sends it in the direction of Bradle. Bradle scoops it up, gets it to Schroeder. Schroeder puts up the shot. That one is high. Off the mark for Schroeder amidst the traffic.
That would be 3 points in some sports, just not this one. Schroeder still looking for her first goal of the season here.
The home game's Tuesday.
And while the Old Abes and the Mustangs are wrapping up here at Memorial Stadium, just a short mile or so away at Carson Park, a doubleheader's going on between the two BRC rivals. The Mustangs and the Old Abes take it on in back-to-back games on the diamond at Carson Park. So swing on over, catch that on Zaleski if you feel so inclined, as the Old Abes trying to round out another solid season baseball.
Yeah, and that's another team that's been doing real well for the Old Abes. It'll be exciting in this playoff season to see how that team can do as well.
Yeah, spring sports just with an excellent, very entertaining sort of conclusion to this class of 2025. Here's good sports, and Levick turning on the Jets here. Shakes another defender. Still going, Ali Levick on the near side. Looking for Schroeder. Opts to take it in and can't dribble that one in. 78.5. It looked like she was looking for Schroeder. There was a bit of defensive interference to that passing lane. Opted to take it in herself.
What a sequence there. You wish you could have seen it end with a goal, because that was truly something right there.
Yeah, some excellent control.
Willems now, and another one.
Charlotte Willems, another senior, finds pay dirt. 1 minute and 1 second on the clock here in regular time. And it is 7-0 here at Memorial Stadium as Charlotte Willems able to sneak it in just shy of the near side post. The Abes notch a 7th. Shot 24 finds home, and Charlotte Willems, definitely an understated aspect of this Old Abe's offense, but essential nonetheless. She has been a difference maker in the trenches, able to secure key tackles to keep the offense humming, keep it on the favorable side of the field. Good to see her get a well-deserved goal here in the 11th hour.
Yeah, Willems has been a great piece in the midfield, really setting up a lot of good stuff for other players, able to get one of her own there in this game on senior night. Good to see. Now the only thing left to do is see if we can get Schroeder a goal here, as she gets it on the right side, just tries to take a shot. It'll get blocked though.
And then in the direction of Bradle, that one redirected. Seconds ticking away here as they'll take it up the far side, looking to just salt this one away. And they will do so. And what a performance from your Old Abes tonight here.
Yeah, big win on senior night. A great way to honor these seniors, and a big win going into the playoffs for these Old Abes, really building some momentum. And it will be exciting to see these Old Abes playing in the playoffs. And it was great to see them perform so well tonight. Thank you all for watching Old Abes TV, where it's always a great day to be an Old Abe. And, as always,
Go Abes!